Hi everyone, it's me. Welcome back to school. Happy New Year to you. I at first want to say I feel sorry to not be with you on your first day back, but actually thanks to this little iPhone and the interwebs that are everywhere connecting us, here I am. I am with you. And you're kind of in my house with me while I recover from a surgery I'm having. So thanks for keeping me company. I have exciting news. We're going to spend the next 3 weeks, all of us, working with clay. And that is so exciting to me. I've kind of known it for a while, but I've been holding it up my sleeve as a surprise to sort of add a little sweetness and spice to your return after your winter break. I hope everybody had a great break. So I'm gonna make a little series of videos to kind of help get everyone started. And then once you've got the basics down or you've been reminded of the basics, after this first week, you'll have a lot of freedom to make the things you want to make. And then, of course, we're going to glaze them and fire them in the kiln. So you'll have these clay masterpieces to take home with you after the Spring Arts Fest. So a couple things I wanted to talk about to start you out are the super ultra fundamental how to work with clay tips, because there's some things, clay is actually super user friendly, as you know, but there are some things, because there's 75 of us sharing one room and sharing the clay and sharing the tools and the plumbing, we all kind of need to agree to work together on some things. So the first thing is that you always want to only take the amount of clay that you're going to work with immediately. It might be tempting to take a really huge chunk of clay because you'd like to not have to get up again when you need more, or you'd like to make sure you have enough to make the massive camel sculpture that you're trying to make. But actually that's going to backfire on you because wet clay needs to stay wet. And the best way to do that is to leave it in a tightly wrapped plastic bag with all the other clay whose moisture will help keep it moist. So my rule of thumb is only take the size of a cube of clay that can fit easily in the ball of your hand or in the palm of your hand at a time. You can always go get more. It's better to have moist clay when you need it. And then the second thing I'd like to say is that clay ruins plumbing, ruins it. So absolutely never, 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 ever, ever put clay down the sink drain or in the toilet. What that means is y'all are going to have to establish a rinse bucket at the beginning of every class. Just fill it halfway with nice warm water so that at the end of class, when people are finished working, they can rinse their hands or actually wash their hands in the rinse bucket. Get all the clay off your hands and off your tools in that bucket. Then you can go to the sink and use warm water and soap to finish washing your hands. But the point is that 0 particles of clay go down the sink. Okay? Super important. And, oh, this one's important. Please don't work on the table. I'd like for you to have a board to work on. And there are boards in the classroom already cut, and pretty much everybody's going to get one board. And you just put your name on your board, either in Sharpie or pencil. And that way the clay's not getting on the table, which creates a big mess for you to have to spend a bunch of time at the end of class cleaning. If you keep all your clay stuff on the board, cleanup is no problem. It's really quick and easy. If for some reason you don't have access to a board, which it would be kind of dramatic if you didn't, but who knows, then a nice piece of paper, or like you could tear a piece of butcher paper off the roll and fold it so that it's double thickness and work on that to keep your space clean. That would be awesome. And because clay inherently can be kind of messy, that's part of the wonderfulness of clay, we all just have to make an agreement to really keep our areas clean and to clean up well after ourselves so that all 75 students every day can enjoy the studio and the clay. Okay? I know y'all can do that. You just have to know the things. So this week I'm going to start with some specific projects. One, because I have a special thing in mind for you to do. And two, because there's some certain skills in working with clay that once you have those few skills down, you can translate them to any project you want to make. So we're going to I'm going to be a little bit particular about you learning the skills at first so that then you can be free later on. And you know that your clay piece, whether it's a sculpture or something useful for your home or your bedroom,